victory? Well, Douglas Sloan joins us live now from Washington, D.C. He's a Democratic strategist and senior principal consultant at National Capital Strategy Group. Douglas, so what do you make of this memo from the White House urging House Republicans to back Trump? Why have they sent this out? And is this being seen as a threat, perhaps?
Well, I don't know if you would construe this as a threat. President Trump's disapproval ratings are at all-time highs. I believe just earlier this week, it was a 53% approval rating versus a 42% disapproval rating. And just 2 weeks ago, it was as high as 56 disapproval and 38 approval rating. So the strategy for Republican candidates to hitch their wagons to this train doesn't seem too prudent and seems to fly in the face of reason. So it sounds to me like a great opportunity for the Democrats if this is what the Republicans are pushing.
Yeah, it's an interesting point you make, Douglas. I mean, how much of a political gamble is this for Republicans ahead of the midterms, and could this backfire on Trump?
It is a huge gamble. It is really, one could say, maybe the only play they have left in their deck. Everyone's polls is showing enthusiasm for Democratic voters, and on the part of independents and Republicans, you're seeing disapproval towards Trump. So to kind of turn the tables and ask Republican candidates to embrace president with such high disapproval ratings is bold, but also a bit foolhardy. So it could be a boon for the Democrats, and it very well could, and I expect will backfire on Trump.
As you say, there's obviously
no way. First of all,
Yeah, I was going to say, as you say, there's obviously a difficulty that many people have in embracing such a polarizing president. But hardcore Republicans, Douglas, will vote for Trump anyway, won't they?
Well, actually, those are generally Trump supporters. There are people out there that are going to vote and support Trump no matter what. The problem is those hardcore Trump supporters have been shown not to be supportive of other Republican candidates. And therein lies the problem. These people come out full throttle, 110% for Trump, but do not have that enthusiasm for other Republican candidates. And history also shows us that the sitting president's party during these midterm elections often loses ground. I think you have to go all the way back to FDR, where you have the example of, I think in 1934, he won 9 seats in the House and 9 seats in the Senate. Other than that, you just have Bill Clinton, who was able to have 0 losses in the Senate and won 5 seats in the House. And then, of course, George Bush won, I believe, 8 seats in the House and 2 seats in the Senate. But that was right after 9/11, so that was an anomaly in that regard.
Let me get a final thought from you. As we start the countdown to the midterms, what are your predictions? I mean, are the Democrats likely to take the House and the Senate? And is this blue wave really going to happen that you talk about?
I am fully confident that this blue wave will happen because we have the gift that keeps on giving. We have Donald Trump in the White House. And whether it's him choosing a very controversial Supreme Court nominee that is now making news, or the recent revelations about tax fraud during the 60s, 70s, and 80s on his part regarding the money that he got from his father, or him making fun of the Me Too movement and Dr. Ford doing a recent campaign rally, all of these continue to contribute to those high disapproval ratings, which is, of course, a great thing for the Democrats in the midterm elections in 2018.
Douglas Sloan, thank you very much indeed for talking to Al Jazeera.